Hello everyone, this is ALBERTA, the BitcoinMeister, the DisruptMeister. Welcome to this random show about crypto dividends, about Bitcoin crypto dividends. Today is June 16th, 2018. Strong hand, long-term thinking, buy and hold. All right, guys, I want you to pound that like button right now. Check out the links below. That's the only time I'm going to talk about this whole time. I want to just get right into this talk. This is a test. This is going to be a little bit different. I'm practicing for some stuff here, coming up with some ideas. So, crypto dividends, Bitcoin forks. We started hearing about a threat to Bitcoin in the spring of 2017. Eventually, this morphed into the Bcash movement. Many people were not satisfied with Bitcoin. They wanted to create a better version of Bitcoin, what they thought Bitcoin should be. They decided to create their own version of Bitcoin by forking off from the main Bitcoin chain. Thus, every person who controlled their own Bitcoin private key would also receive this new coin, which they called Bcash. Well, that's a short name for it, at least. Anyway, many people were worried. Many people thought that they would receive their Bcash and that perhaps this Bcash would become the real Bitcoin. They did not know if they should sell their Bitcoin or their Bcash. People were coming up with all sorts of theories that Bcash was going to be worthless, that this was going to cause so much confusion that no one would want to own Bitcoin anymore. There would be two Bitcoin. It would destroy the brand. Well, the start of August came, and the fork happened, and people received their Bcash. It started to appear on exchanges. Bitcoin price surged. The Bcash price was about 10% of a Bitcoin. Quite high. And although the price, it jumped up, it jumped down, the Bcash altcoin did not disappear. At the same time, the Bitcoin main coin did not disappear. Its brand was not hurt. Its price kept on going up in dollar terms. So the lesson that everyone learned was that, hey, forks happen. Forks don't destroy Bitcoin. They create a new altcoin. And maybe some of the people behind the new altcoin were unfriendly toward Bitcoin, but in the long run, Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. And one can, if someone isn't satisfied with Bitcoin, anyone can fork off from Bitcoin and create their own altcoin and use the Bitcoin name in the name of their coin if they want to. So a new community formed around this new altcoin. And people started to think that, well, wait a second, if this coin got away with it, if it didn't destroy Bitcoin, if this coin was successful, maybe we should do our own. So I got word during the fall or maybe late summer that there were some people out of Asia that wanted to create a coin called Bitcoin Gold, or BGold for short. And they became the first major friendly fork of Bitcoin. They said, we're creating a new coin, but we're not trying to be Bitcoin. We don't want to take over Bitcoin. We want to be a complement of Bitcoin. It's just a unique way of starting their own altcoin, basically. They forked off. There were no problems. Bitcoin remained Bitcoin. Bcash remained Bcash. BGold was BGold. And after that, everybody and their mother started to try to make an altcoin, make a crypto dividend fork of Bitcoin. every gimmick in the world. Now, the BGold gimmick had to do with easier mining, that anyone would be able to mine it. So we got into a season of everyone was writing about Bitcoin forks. Now, I had predicted this crypto dividend phenomenon. After Bcash was out there and it wasn't destroying anything, I felt confident, like, wait a second, this is going to be the newest thing. This is going to be the way altcoins are formed. It's going to be a whole new way of looking at cryptocurrency. And I came up with the term crypto dividends. And sure enough, yeah, it's a unique way of distributing a new coin. So if you have a new coin, if you have an idea for a new coin, fork it off from Bitcoin, you've got, and all of a sudden you have a lot of people who can get your coin for free. But it isn't that easy. And although, and I'm going to get into that in a second, but getting these free coins from just holding, from controlling your private key, is an exciting incentive to do something boring. I believe that holding Bitcoin is the best thing you can do with your Bitcoin. So many people try to trade Bitcoin. So many people try to invest it in scams and buy other altcoins with it. People feel like they have to do something with their Bitcoin. And I have always preached and I have always practiced to do nothing with your Bitcoin. Just use it as a savings account like our grandparents used to do. So this, in effect, these crypto dividends, these forks that came off of Bitcoin were a new way, are a new way of getting interest, of getting a dividend, as it were. Now, it's more than a one-time dividend, and it isn't interest that's paid every month either. So it's something completely different, but there is, of course, some risk involved when claiming this crypto dividend. And again, you are not going to be able to get this. You weren't able to get Bcash or BGold unless you controlled your private key. If you were storing in a Coinbase, you still haven't got your BGold. If you were storing in a Coinbase, it took them, I think, until December to credit you your Bcash. Again, some exchanges credited people, some did not. If you controlled your private key, you were good to go. If you were storing it at a Trezor, they created a mechanism there that split the Bcash from your Bitcoin, that split the BGold from your Bitcoin. And it was just, voila, you had it safely, you didn't have to worry about it, you didn't have to do anything with your private keys. And then you were diversified into a new altcoin. It is a unique way to diversify. It's a free way of diversifying into a new coin. Now, how about all of the coins that came out that Trezor did not allow you to easily split? The other crypto dividends like B-Diamond, Super BTC, Lightning BTC. I mean, I can keep naming them. What were you supposed to do there? I have told people this is where you run into some trouble. You gotta wait until there's an easy splitting mechanism. This opens the door to entrepreneurs to create devices which will easily and safely split these other crypto dividends from your Bitcoin. We're not there yet. But hey, we're early on in all of this. But a lot of people were greedy. A lot of people could not wait. Again, crypto dividends teach you about long-term thinking. You have to wait it out until it's 100% safe to pick up your crypto dividend, to split it. Some people were so eager after Bcash to get their BGold that they sent their private keys to scam sites. There was a lot of confusion over where you could store your BGold safely. People jumped into a lot of things. So you can't It's best to do nothing for as long as possible. Even if you see the price of that crypto dividend dropping, try to do nothing until you know that is 100% safe. And again, if you're getting these for free eventually, don't be tempted to buy them. What is the point to buy them when you can get them for free? So again, the lessons learned through the early days were be very patient, control, another reason to control your private key, to store it at Trezor, to not depend on third parties. That there are kingmakers out there in cryptocurrency though still. That if you are going to form an altcoin this way, you are going to have to go out of your way to make sure that your crypto dividend is traded on a major exchange, that the Trezor does split it, that everything is safe around it. Only BGold and Bcash were successful with this. All the others, no others have gotten on Trezor. Now, again, I want to stress, there's still people that love to hate on these crypto dividends and say that it's diluting the Bitcoin name. It isn't diluting the Bitcoin name. It supports the Bitcoin name. That all of these crypto dividends want to, sure, there are forks off of other coins, but the great majority of them are off of Bitcoin. There are also airdrops off of Bitcoin. That is a unique direction that these crypto dividends are going in. An airdrop you have to sign up for. You have to give your public Bitcoin addresses to a centralized authority, and then you'll have to go through a process with them, but you'll create an address with this new coin, like with Bitcore, like with BRhodium, and they will airdrop, literally give you this new coin for free because you held Bitcoin. That, again, if you're just giving your public addresses out, there's no chance of you having your Bitcoin stolen because you're not giving out your private key. Never give out your private key. So the airdrop method is one that is unique, one that people have thought will catch on. Now, we're in a down market now in cryptocurrency, okay? So the formation of new altcoins has slowed down considerably. The crypto dividend phenomenon has slowed down completely. So again, this is a time, if you hold your Bitcoin, continue to hold it, continue to control your private key, wait until there are safe crypto dividends out there to claim. But as I say, everything is cyclical in the cryptocurrency space. This will happen again. Random coins are going to go up in value again. If you say you're stuck with your BGold, well, whatever, it was free. Maybe it'll go up in value again. If you had it at a Trezor, you've got it sitting there now. Be patient with it. And this is an experiment in gimmicks. Okay, some of these things are nothing but gimmicks, but they're at least they're putting it out there. Some of these gimmicks might catch on, and they might only catch on in Asia, for example. A lot of these have just come out of Asia. A lot of them might just catch on in certain segments of the population. You never know. But on some exchanges, they're going to pump. But again, people need to be able to get their hands on them easily. It all comes back to that. So these are all centralized coins here. So they all have founders. They all have managers. Centralized to an extent. Every altcoin is centralized to an extent. But they all have managers. They all have marketing teams. And so they have learned a lot of lessons through this. We had one called Be Private, which was it was not only a fork of Bitcoin, it was a fork of Z Classic. It was very unique. And people had tremendous expectations for it. And the team didn't get it on all the exchanges they could have gotten it on. You can't split it on Trezor. The Trezor splitting device is not available yet widely. So the price has plummeted. And everyone says it's dead. Everyone points to it as the case of why crypto dividends are worthless. And no, again, patience here. This was a way of distributing a coin that is supposedly very private. Privacy might become big. There's a gimmick right there. We'll see how big that privacy gimmick gets. And so again, some people just say, well, they're annoying. They're just, the thing is that you have the freedom to even do it. That Bitcoin can't stop you from forking off of it shows the openness of Bitcoin, shows the greatness of Bitcoin. Just do it, I say. If you know what, if you find if there's 1,000 new ones every day, so what? Ignore it. It's awesome that can even happen. That no central authority can stop that. That shows the strength of Bitcoin right there. There is no central authority that controls Bitcoin. And again, if someone wants to do an unfriendly fork and claim they're the real Bitcoin, that freedom is out there too. And good luck to them. Those of us who hold Bitcoin are confident that, yeah, it'll just be another altcoin. So again, this crypto dividends, Bitcoin forks, they teach us about long-term thinking. They teach us about being patient. They teach us that holding does pay off. It can be glamorous. You don't have to be a trader to get new coins, new altcoins. You don't have to spend a penny to get new coins. You can gain interest, quote unquote, on your Bitcoin just by holding it. But you can't do stupid things with your private key. You can't rely on third parties to safely do these things for you. To hold your Bitcoin. To hold your Bitcoin with a third party is proven to be foolish by the Bcash and BGold example, because it was delayed gratification in that case. And again, we're not talking about regular interest payments here. We're talking about interest payments or receiving dividends when you know it is safe to receive them. Okay? Again, this is about personal responsibility. Just because there's 100 crypto dividends out there doesn't mean you've got to figure out a way to participate in every one. No. Be patient, learn about them, wait until there is a consensus, 99%, whatever you want to say, agreement on this is the safe way to do it. It has been done. It isn't a virus. It isn't a scam. And then you get it. Free is free. Whether you get 1%, whether you get 0.1%. And again, if you're not satisfied with how much that crypto dividend is worth, how much that airdrop is worth, then wait it out. Maybe it'll be worth more. That is personal responsibility right there. So in the future, I see entrepreneurs coming up with all sorts of unique splitting devices, storage devices, safety confirmation applications, trusted third parties where you're going to be able to go, where you're going to know, like, okay, this one is safe. This is the safe process. I do X, Y, and Z. This is what I'm going to do. Again, if you are a person who is a little advanced there and does control their private key, move your Bitcoin away from that if you're going to do anything in terms of claiming a crypto dividend, in terms of claiming a Bitcoin fork. Move your Bitcoin away from that private key, and then use that private key to try to claim your crypto dividends, okay? Once your Bitcoin is safely not there anymore, okay? That original private key is still good to claim whatever, whatever was, depending on what the fork date of the crypto dividend was. All right. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. I hope you like this special, this practice. I hope you like the background. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, check out the notes section below, pound that like button. See you for the regular show soon.